Did I do this thing?
Someone send me an email, Cynthia.
The one that's at Ella Hurst.
So it's getting, I just make sure when you guys send anything to me, it goes to me and not to the Cynthia that works at.
Ella Hurst.
You know, I think that other Cynthia could get blocked. We can block her. From us.
Was it a board communication?
No, it was a TK communication, the TK, letter sent to the parent. I was CC'd on there and I was like, I think you sent this to the wrong Cynthia.
Yeah. We have a
Yeah, 'cause she
problem. The
pops
names
up
are like-
first.
Yeah.
And I almost did, and I was like, wait. so
But
I
just in case, whatever you guys,
No,
just make sure it's me.
Can't IT
But
change?
she could get, yeah,
IT can change the Ella Hurst Cynthia's name to be C Hernandez or something else, so then
Because
hers becomes Cynthia.
but
Because I
she
know at
could
the
still get blocked. We could block.
At the
like,
beginning, there was,
actually-
she got my emails from community members that were, so I don't know.
you can add board member in front of all of them.
So I think that she's.
It might be easier than just
So I-
changing the employee's name.
Emails,
That's great.
Okay, we're at 6:32. Can we? We're on right now. So I can start the meeting. Okay, good evening. I am calling the May 7th, 2025 special meeting of the West Contra Costa Unified School District to order. The time is 6:32. To access translation in Zoom, please click on the globe icon at the bottom of the screen, and if you're here in Deanza, there is translation available. You can pick up a headset and thank you, yeah. In a few minutes, we'll begin public comment. Members of the public are invited to speak to the board on any matter on the special meeting agenda. Please, there's no one here. If you're in Zoom, please raise your hand. And if you're participating by phone, press *9 to get ready for public comments. Public comment generally lasts an hour with the time allotted per speaker is 2 minutes. And there's no substitution of speakers. And now we will proceed, we will go to A3, which is the Pledge of Allegiance. If you are willing or able to rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation. Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Moving now to A4, land, labor, and body acknowledgement. Land acknowledgement, we recognize that we are presently on the lands of the Chochenyo, Moifma, Parke, and Ohlone peoples. As the first inhabitants of the land we currently occupy. Labor and body recognition acknowledgement. I acknowledge that the burden of environmental exploitation and systemic injustice falls upon the labor of Black and brown bodies in the building of this country and its institutions. I remember that Black and brown people were born and died working this land against their will for generations. I also acknowledge the continued contribution of labor of survivors over the centuries to today of all immigrant labor, including voluntary, involuntary, traffic forced, and undocumented peoples in the building of what we refer to as the United States. Author, Dr. Rochelle Rogers Bond. A5, West Contra Costa Unified School District School Board Anti-Racism Statement. West Contra Costa Unified School District Board of Education is committed to the work of anti-racism, the conscious and active effort to identify, challenge, and correct racial inequities in the systems and institutions within our schools and community. Racism, explicit or implicit, stands in direct conflict to the fundamental principles of WCC USD education. To carry WCC education into the future, we recognize that we must continually renew and reflect on the roots of racism and develop new ideas to meet the times. unjust ideas and policies and the racial inequity they produce have shaped us, our schools, and our society. We strive to uncover unconscious biases and practice anti-racism as individuals and as board members. We challenge ourselves to persist through the discomfort necessary for growth and learning, to deepen our listening and our examination of racism and oppression, and develop a strong understanding of how our personal experiences and feelings fit into a larger picture of continual oppression. Each member of our school board, individually and then collectively, is responsible for creating and nurturing an anti-racist learning environment where each student, staff member, and community partner is a respected and valued member of the WCCUSD community. We are uniquely positioned. It is our responsibility to identify and dismantle racist ideas and inequitable policies in ourselves across the district. Therefore, we commit to supporting anti-racist policies, programs, and practices for all our children's education and well-being, while building strong and inclusive school communities. We commit to holding each board member accountable towards these goals and moving work of anti-racism forward. We also commit to holding West Contra Costa District staff, students, and community to living these standards of anti-racism in our schools. Board approved March 20th, 2024. A6, roll call. Dr. Moses, would you please take roll?
Yes.
Clerk Kenyatta,
Present.
trustee Gonzalez Hoy,
Present.
trustee Hernandez,
Present.
president Reckler,
Anything I'm present.
trustee Smith Folds.
Good evening, everyone present.
That concludes the roll call.
Thank you. All board members are present at this time. A7, agenda review and adoption. Does anybody have anything on the agenda that they'd like to review or? No. Okay. Okay. Then, moving on to B, our action item. B1, resolution number 2425-80, reduction and discontinuance of classified service for lack of work and or lack of funds. Dr. Johnson, I believe this is your item. Dr. Moses, this is
Do I
either one.
just speak? Okay, thank you. Excuse me. Whereas on February 26, 2025, the Board of Trustees of the West Contra Costa Unified School District adopted resolution number 2425-61 to reduce or eliminate classified services and resulting in the layoff of classified employees by no later than the end of the 24-25 school year as described by the following resolutions. The West Contra Costa School District as follows, resolves that all foregoing recitals are true and correct, that for the 25-26 school year, the particular kinds of services described below shall be reduced or eliminated. And now we take.
Does anybody have questions? Is there public comment on this item? There is no public comment here.
There is no public comment.
And there is no public comment. At this time, I'll entertain a motion on B1. Okay, I'll go ahead and move it. B1, resolution number 2425-80, reduction or discontinuance of classified service for lack of work and or lack of funds. Is there a second on this item?
And a second.
Second, okay. Is there any discussion on this item? Okay, seeing none, we'll go to the vote. Clerk Kenyatta,
Yes.
trustee Smith Folds,
Smith Folds, yes.
trustee Hernandez,
Yes.
trustee Gonzalez, Hoy,
Yes.
and I'm a yes. The motion passes unanimously. Okay, so that ends our open session. Now we're moving to closed session. So for closed session, the items that we have tonight for closed session are C1, significant exposure to litigation pursuant to paragraph 2 of subdivision 1. Subdivision of section 54956.9, one matter government tort claim received March 26, 2025. C2, conference with labor negotiators. Is there any public comment on the closed session items? I don't see any here.
No public comment.
Okay, there's no public comment. So the board now is going to reconvene, was going to convene to close session. And we expect to be back at approximately 8:25. Thank you. Okay, we are back from closed session and we do have a report out. Dr. Moses, if you will handle that.
Thank you. Regarding agenda item C11, in closed session, the board took action to deny a government tort claim received on March 26, 2025, and directed to the interim superintendent or designee to send out the appropriate notices. The vote was as follows. The vote was unanimous for this action. That concludes the report out.
Thank you. That was D1. We're moving to E now. E is the next scheduled board meetings. There is a meeting on May 13th at Alvarado Adult School. I believe the start time is 3:30, but we will confirm that when the agenda publishes. And then there's a regularly scheduled board meeting, May 14th, 2025 at Lavanya Dijon Middle School. And now moving to F, adjournment. We are adjourned at 9:33. Thank you, board members, for a good meeting, and everybody have a good night. Thank you.
Did you say we're going to Alvarado at the next meeting? Next week? 13th?